This is the Mysterious Mystery, and I need to do a proper goodbye video to Carrie Fisher. Now, my first video I made, it was just me after like 10 hours after hearing her news. I avoided any videos that really went over her life. Well, not her life, but it feels like that's what I did now. I avoided any other YouTubers' tributes or words to her passing. When Carrie Fisher died, it was like a pit like formed in my stomach, and like I thought I processed it in the first 10 hours, but it was still there later. And when I made the video, I thought that would make me feel better. I would say my piece and then I'd move on. So I listened to a bunch of other YouTubers the other day, and it made my video feel not inappropriate but incomplete. In my original video, I said she was an actress, a writer, a mental health advocate, a feminine icon, and she is all those things, but I feel like I didn't give her enough justice. Like, I've never had the pleasure of meeting her or even talking to her. I've never been able to go to a Star Wars convention, or I've never really used Twitter to talk to her. I honestly don't understand how Twitter works, and it's super confusing for me. And I'm 19, so that's kind of weird. So I usually avoid most social media because I can't wrap my head around it. But listening to other people talk about her, it's honestly helped me a great deal process it. So I'm making this early in the morning. It's 10 a.m. where I am right now. I'm going to be posting this later, but what I'm trying to say is Carrie Fisher's done a lot, more than I even realized, and I kind of brushed over everything she's done. Like, I brushed over her accomplishments, but I didn't really talk about her as a person. I talked about her as, I don't know, I felt like I only talked about her as I only skimmed on the surface of who she was. From what I've been able to hear and how people describe they've interacted with her, that she was a super honest person, not with only strangers but with herself, that she grew up in Hollywood. I didn't know that. I knew she was in Hollywood for a long time. I didn't know she grew up in there. She's always been honest with herself and the people around her. Like, she's never really completely conformed to the Hollywood standard, which I find amazing, since you hear so many stories about people once they go to Hollywood, or if they live in Hollywood, they'll change or they'll conform so that they'll be more, I don't know, likable or something. Anyway, she had a very cavalier attitude to her in pretty much everything she's done. I knew that, but I didn't really go over it. I honestly wasn't prepared for a death. I don't really have to deal with it in my life, which I'm grateful and blessed for. But Carrie Fisher's family, the day after she died, her mother passed away. I can't use the internet where I am right now, so if anyone was willing to tell me what happened, I would appreciate that. My thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends. When all this went down, it felt surreal, and honestly, I kind of didn't want to talk to anyone, but where I am and the position I am in with my family, I come into direct contact with a lot of my family members, and they weren't really helping. So it took me a while to process this, longer than it did with other deaths, because I didn't have that time alone I usually have to process things. And when a celebrity death happens, usually I'm like, okay, that's sad for the families and stuff, but I didn't really know them, and that's still the case now since well, once again, never spoke to Carrie Fisher or met her, but it felt like, even though I never met her, it felt like I met her at some point, if that makes sense. Like, watching her do an interview and all these other things, like, it makes me wish not that I did know her, but I wish I did know her, or at least meet her once before her passing. And I guess I'm a little depressed that I'm never going to be able to do that now. When Carrie Fisher died, it took me, I didn't know the words to say, so when I was listening to other YouTubers, they helped me get the right words so I could make this video. Because when I made my video, it was short and to the point, and it was mostly quiet, not because I didn't have anything to say, but because I didn't know how to say it. And that's kind of sad, because this is someone who is a role model. Like, to me, I look up to her, or looked up to her, not in the same way as, say, a female actress did, or a female in general, but, like, I thought that her character, like, I know Star Wars, the first one, was a basic monomyth story, with Luke being the hero, Obi-Wan Kenobi being the mentor, Han Solo being the friend, Vader being the villain, and Princess Leia being the princess. But when she played her part, she didn't just play the basic damsel in distress, or the basic princess locked up and you have to save her and all that. Although they did have to help her out the cell, but after that she was, well, not afraid, not like saying, "Oh, thank you, my hero," or anything like that. She just kind of said, "Okay." She's like, "Okay, now that I'm out, I'm in charge, and this is the plan to get out of here, so we can pass on the plans to the rebels and all that." I personally really admire that. I admire a strong role by any actor, but I feel like hers, like, when I was young, resonated something very special, since at the time I didn't watch a lot of movies with female leads, and that's becoming more common now, and there's kind of a backlash to it when it's written poorly, or there's just kind of a backlash to people who don't want a female lead, which is kind of strange, since I feel like a good character is a good character, and a good actress is a good actress. And when those two elements mix together, that's very good. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about this. I'm gonna leave a picture I found online that I feel will resonate better with the Star Wars community, and if anyone in Carrie Fisher's life sees it, I hope they enjoy the picture too. I'll say the artist's name and where I got the picture after this moment of silence I feel is appropriate. Hello. After that intermission, I wanna end it with this picture I found on DeviantArt by an artist named, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but I'll leave a link to their DeviantArt account, Dia Kazu. Now, the reason I'm redoing this is because I feel like my first one, well, not intentionally, kinda disrespected her memories. Like, it was too short, and I didn't say enough for someone who's had such an impact on the acting industry as she has had in her life. That's all for this one. Bye.